Hi all, this is Rohit Sani. On Sunday, April 19th, LIFSKL Mindset. Today we're going to talk about have to and get to. So this is really about attitude and perception, as we've talked about before with mindset. Oftentimes we make it seem like it's bad in our head. It's not as bad as it typically is. There's a good sports analogy, a story that I have to share around that I've shared before, which is you have a pitcher out on the mound that is pitching away and doing good initially, and then he throws a ball and get another ball, walks the batter, looks over at his coach in the dugout, and the coach is not looking very favorable towards him. Looks like something's got him agitated. So he looks back down, he's frustrated, he knows his coach is frustrated, he continues, walks the next guy, throws another set of balls, 4 balls in fact. Looking back at his coach is just looking terrible now. It's just almost like in a fit, and kind of looked down, kicking the ground, etc., just very frustrated. Long story short, that inning ends and he's yanked. He goes over to the dugout and the manager's like, "What's up? What was going on?" He's like, "Well, you tell me. Look at how you were reacting to my pitches. I didn't have the concentration." And the coach was like, "What are you talking about? My stomach was killing me. Something I ate before the game." And he's like, "Oh." And so that's a classic example of a misunderstanding. Just something in our head that is happening and we feel like it's worse than it really is. And that's something we're all guilty of. So I want to bring that to this kind of theme around have to and get to. And the credit for this goes to a pastor by the name of Father Dave in New Jersey. We've been listening to his talks as a family while we are here in this pandemic and sheltered in place. And so he talks about this notion of you have to do something versus you get to. And I recommend you look at it on YouTube. But really, the premise is it's not happening to you, right? Things aren't happening to you. You still have opportunities. We're still fortunate for all the things that we have. And so an example of that is we tell ourselves we have to stay at home. We have to, for those of us who are parents, have kids, have to teach our kids. We have to cook for ourselves. We have to be online now. Well, that's not the way to think about it. Flip that on its head. It's not that we have to do those things. It's we get to. We are privileged and we get to. Not only do we have to stay at home, as we might think about, but we get to stay at home and take care of our family. We have a home. We have a roof over our heads. Perhaps we've been ignoring certain things like our own health, our children, our relationships. We get to invest in those now. So this is an opportunity. For those of us who are parents, teaching our kids can be frustrating. They're going through a lot of learning themselves and adjusting, and it's not easy for them. But you know what? We get to now observe how they learn. We get to see them. I don't know about you, but for myself, one of the biggest joys is getting to actually have meals with our children, not only the dinner, which we typically took time to do anyway, albeit rushed on a school night, but now we get more time to do that. But getting hugs and kisses from my daughters during the day is something I would not normally get if I'm in a home myself working or in the office. Certainly my coworkers aren't going to do that for me, and nor would I really want that, right? So that is an opportunity. That's something we get to do. Likewise, cooking, right? I mentioned this to a colleague the other day. Sure, we got to cook for ourselves, but now we get to see what's in the meals, right? My wife has been cooking up a storm, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and I really credit her for all that and all the ladies in the house. So I'm lucky. I do my part in home improvement projects and take care of the books and cleaning and things like that. But we get to see what's in our meals. We get to stay away from the bad things that are out there, the temptations, the birthday treats, the other desserts. We get to cook healthy meals. We get to see the ingredients. And my colleague the other day said he made carbonara pasta the other day for his anniversary, and he really liked it. But he got to see how unhealthy it was. So that's an opportunity. You get to cook for yourself. You get to see all these things that are in there, and you get to eat healthy. And hopefully, like many of us, you're losing weight and you're actually being healthier as a result. And finally, working from home. Yes, that can be stressful. It sucks. You got to invest in your home office, etc. But now you get to actually do those things and get set up in an environment where you feel comfortable, where you're investing in the home office. So sure, you have to do that, but now it's a blessing. You get to do that. Perhaps you discover a different way of working that appeals more to you. It's more about balance and schedule. Those are things that you may like. Perhaps you're also benefiting from the fact that you're commuting less. So now you have more time for yourself, for health, for a run or an exercise, or just reading. Whatever it may be, you should be spending less time as opposed to more time, but sometimes we're guilty of doing that. So you don't have to. You get to do all these things. We're privileged. If we're working at home or we're actually sheltering in place, we are privileged as compared to the majority of the world. And that is a blessing. So with that, keep that awareness, keep that mindset positive. You don't have to do all these things. They're not happening to you. You get to do them. Take the time and improve yourself. Thank you.